What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to be working on another portrait piece. I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't had time to get one of these done for about a week and a half now, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm pretty keen to get stuck back into this series and refining my portraiture. Again, just working on this 12 by 12 inch canvas panel. Got a grid roughed in just to help me get my concept art or my reference up onto the canvas. And yeah, just gonna have fun with it, aiming not to spend, as per usual, not too long on this. If you haven't seen one of those videos before, between probably 1 and 3 hours, depending how carried away I get. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Nice lazy day in the studio today. It's pretty cold here in Melbourne at the moment, so perfect weather to be indoors painting. Does anyone else ever just sit down for a good old day of work and your Adobe apps or computer just decides to have a complete meltdown and you spend the first hour and a half of the day trying to resolve them? Well, that's just what happened to me, which is always good fun, but we're finally picking things up and getting started. So today we are using the Zorn palette once again, as per usual. Actually, we're not using that blue. Don't know what I'm thinking. Zorn palette is just yellow ochre, vermilion red, ivory black, and titanium white. Maybe I'll use that blue for the background since I've got it on the palette now. But yeah, man, computer issues can be frustrating. As I've mentioned previously, I've been really enjoying the Zorn palette. Keeps things nice and simple, which is kind of the idea behind these portrait studies. I don't want to spend too much time stuffing around with colors. I just want them to sort of flow naturally, and having these limitations sometimes makes it a little bit easier to work. So we'll mix up some paint and we'll get started.
So with this piece, I actually started thinking more about the sections of the canvas that I was going to leave exposed and untouched, as opposed to the sections that I was actually painting and working on. I was sort of going for this minimalistic and unfinished approach and seeing what sort of emotion and artistic style that I could gain from doing so. I eventually got to this section on the lower right eye, where I started to sort of experiment with some drips, which you're going to see here now. And yeah, I just had a lot of fun doing so, just sort of seeing where this painting could take me, and just essentially just having fun with it. I was really happy with how these drips turned out, and I think they added to the painting quite nicely. But yeah, overall I had a lot of fun on this piece, and I'm really enjoying doing these weekly practice of portrait painting, and even just exploring the Zorn palette with each piece has been a lot of fun.
So I'm pretty happy overall with how the painting is coming along. Starting to get happy with how the eyes are looking. This right eye gave me a bit of trouble. Just a bit of an odd shape, how it's sort of receding behind the nose here. But yeah, happy with how it's looking now. Really stoked with how these drips have sort of come through. And overall really liking the minimal approach to this painting. So probably getting pretty close to calling it done. I just want to tighten up a few areas, and I just want to bring in some warmer red tones to the skin, make it look a little bit more lifelike. But yeah, so far so good.
And I'm pretty much going to leave this video here, guys. Let me know if you're enjoying this shorter content. As I've said a million times, I'm having heaps of fun with these smaller studies, and it allows me to get out some more frequent videos. But for my next video, I've got a pretty exciting piece coming up. It's a pair of custom shoes for another YouTuber. So stay tuned for that. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next one.